So it is day number, I think, 6 or 7 of these cold plunges, and so far I love them. I felt really good every day, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. Gonna go do that now. It's a little late, it's almost 11 a.m., but I've been trying to send Andrew the footage for these for like the last 45 minutes, and it's just not working, so every day, something wrong. See you soon, buddy. So me and my girlfriend already eat pretty clean to begin with, but we wanna, with summer coming up, and I wanted to weigh like 170 for a really long time, and I finally hit that weight. So I kind of want to do more lean stuff, and you can always eat healthier, so gonna be kind of changing things up, but just like less carbs, more greens, high protein. But for breakfast today, after my cold plunge, I'm gonna do some extra large eggs, got some leftover chicken breast from last night, and then a Greek yogurt, and then in like an hour I'll have my protein bowl, some dates, and yeah, that's kind of my before the gym thing. It's like 11:30 right now. I just find that like eating the same thing before the gym helps, because then I feel the same at the gym every day.
One of the most popular in my dad's shed, figuring out how to use those and all those, and what make those people that are so much better actually gonna the best people having it from help. I guess when I was growing up, we had a bit more just disciplines, and it was always like something that was kind of what are we gonna do to do that? And this college project came up, and I just thought I'll give it a go.
You said being a graphic designer wasn't gonna happen in the shape phase where each one makes the decision that they're gonna do something unusual.
That's the way that I could be the career of whatever that goal was later down in life.
And your parents, what did they do? So your dad was...
My dad sold minibuses, so him and his dad were insane, and they did the same thing.
So like everybody else in America right now, it's tax season. I'm a little more open with numbers on Paradise Music Library, just because I guess it's not just me, and it really hasn't turned much of a profit yet. But we just did the taxes for that company, and nothing crazy, but we paid out a little over $21,000 to producers in 2023, which, for an idea that was literally just to put out sample packs a couple years ago, I feel like that's a pretty cool number. Granted, I probably lost a decent amount of money on that idea last year, but I kind of expected it. I feel like the first couple years you're not supposed to make much. I don't know, it's starting to turn around. I have ideas. I'm treating it more like something serious, especially after seeing a figure like that, where it's like, okay, you can make other people $21,000, and it's like everybody got paid. There was no debt on the business by the end of the year, and I lost a little bit, but the email list grew. All these things grew. The company itself, I feel like, grew, and I hope the quality can just keep getting better and better, and being really particular with what goes on it. Giving customers the best prices. I mean, sample packs have been like the same price forever, the same format, the same everything. So I'm really trying to look at everything a little differently, especially as a producer myself. It's like, what do I want? So what exactly that is, I have no clue. But I thought it was something cool to share, and I can be a little more open with numbers on that one, just because it's like I said, it's a work in progress. It's like me still learning. Not that I'm not learning with Eerie Skies and all that, but yeah, so that was cool, and kind of just working on getting that bigger. So far this month has been great, with all of the little changes I've made, and hopefully that will continue to grow and see those changes be beneficial for next month and the following months, and I have more ideas to build a stronger brand. Because right now it's not that strong. I mean, it could be better. I don't want just people like coming in, checking out, buying sample packs. I want to offer more. So anyways, I'm rambling. I thought it was cool. So I'm hoping to maybe like double that number this year. That would be sick. And maybe pay myself. Currently, my new favorite company. For clothes, at least. Everything fits perfectly. So just slowly outfitting my entire wardrobe. I now have an accountant doing the numbers for Paradise and Eerie Skies just because it's beyond me. But man, one thing they don't tell you about being a music producer, and I guess innately running a business, is the amount of forms, fees, and things you have to do just to have an LLC, just to pay people, just to do anything. There's a form and a method for everything, and everything is expensive. It's ridiculous. So, yeah. If you're a new producer, put some money aside for your taxes. Because it sucks. Just camouflaging. So I had touched on something in last week's episode about Paradise Music Library and the higher quality packs that I put out. Obviously, the more of a return you're going to get when you trust the product, and if you don't, then at least you put something on that website that you trust. I do it with my beats. I don't put a beat out unless it's something that I feel proud of, I want to listen to, and I can enjoy when I'm done with it. And I was just watching a podcast about the guy who owns this company that I literally only wear their clothes. He made such a good point. It was, if I'm going to wear it every day, if I'm going to do this every day, I'm not going to make something that I'm not super proud of, that I'm not going to put on my own back. And when I think about it with samples, it's like, I shouldn't be putting out samples that I'm not going to use. Or that I wouldn't use. Like, I would need to be able to use the samples. The last couple weeks is kind of what I've done, is I've been putting these packs out, but then also using them at the same time because I like them so much. So it's got me thinking. It was just like, that is one way I can apply to this, and that's kind of like the whole point of this, is how I learn a lot of things with business, is looking at businesses that I envy outside of my market, outside of music. I'm not going to be able to push my needle any further by copying what the next best producer is doing. But if I can take some of the biggest brands in the world that I think, I'm not talking like the Apples and things like that, because those people, like, it's a whole different beast. And I'm talking about the mid-sized companies that do an insane amount of revenue, treat their people right, and have like a great brand and a great thing going. And those are the people I watch and I try and pick up on. And it's exhausting to try and apply that to music because it's so much more difficult, I think, to have a brand in this. But anyways, my point was, is it got me thinking that, you know, beats, sample packs, everything I do across the board, these videos, it shouldn't be something I put out unless I'm getting value from it. I want to listen to it. I want to watch it. I want to use the samples. In terms, it's going to be more difficult with the whole sample thing because I need to find a way to get the biggest guys, and I don't know that yet. I don't like using my connections with the eery guys to try and get too close with people who I think are extremely talented. I want them to be excited about it as well. So, but yeah, my little rant at 7 in the morning. It is Friday. Fridays are usually my days where I make a long to-do list of things I want to do within the businesses, and there's a couple things that I'm launching soon, and that I have launched, like memberships on Paradise Music Library and loyalty reward programs and things like that, that I'm going to work on today. I've also just gotten into SMS marketing, which I think is the next best thing. Email is great, so I can't imagine what SMS marketing is going to do. All these little things. So I'm going to dive into those. I'm excited. And yeah, I have a lot of ideas to grow these things and to keep them getting bigger, but ideas are the easy part, so I'm going to try and get into this little box called the computer and do some stuff.